Okay guys, welcome back. Apologies for the problems, technical issues really affecting us tonight, and some of the settings I changed then resulted in another problem, so thank you very much for your patience. Good to see over 100 of you back. I think we got up to about 180 just before we lost the stream, so I think what we'll do is obviously we'll give people time to log in. I think we'll say the same as before when we had issues with the internet, that if we get to the halfway stage and somebody is leading, then they will be declared the winner. If the stream cuts before the halfway stage, then we'll have to declare that null and void, unfortunately. We are trying our best to try and bring the quiz to you. I know it's now a regular fixture on Wednesday nights during this semi-lockdown period now. Things are eased a little. Yeah, somebody's suggesting, Angela, thanks for that, saying that we'll start at 1:45. I think that's probably a good idea. So if we can get that message out, I'm going to put something out on Twitter that we will get underway at 8:45. So we'll just give people time to sign in. Apologies once again for the issues that we've experienced tonight. So I'll just break off for a moment just to put the relevant messages out to people. So pin code there 46572. So we'll get underway at 1:45 and I'll now get that message out. Okay, so I've put the message out there, and the good news is that the live stream at the moment is performing well, so keep your fingers crossed that we can get through the full quiz after a delayed kickoff. So over 150 people, so thanks very much for your patience. So kickoff will be delayed by just over half an hour. So many apologies for that. Initial internet problems, and then we've been trying to resolve the issue. We then had another problem. And I've just had confirmation that we do have a Spirax legend taking part tonight. That's great to see. It'd be good to get one or two former players. And it is the popular matchday host in the SBK Spires restaurant, Dave Waller. Welcome, Dave. And he is real Walla Walla. So we'll look out for him on the leaderboard. Don't know if you should have revealed yourself, Dave, because we'll be looking out for you. So great to see you taking part. And who knows, one week we might get the new playing. Got a current player who's actually threatened to play. Spoke to him the other week and he said he'd thought about playing, and don't know if he's actually done so. He's not revealed himself yet. That'd be great if we could get one or two current and former players taking part. So over 150 people. We might have lost one or two with the technical issues. So we'll put out a message to apologise for that. But unfortunately, I did check the internet connection earlier in the day. All was working fine, and then we come to do it live just before 8 PM. And it lets you down, unfortunately. So fingers crossed that we can get through the full match. 20 questions as usual. Phil Tooley providing Spirax related questions. If you've not played before, you do get a chance to have a guess because it's multiple choice. You'll see on your keypad. And if you've not set up your keypad yet, just a few minutes left to do that. Go on buzzerpad.com with your smartphone or your tablet. And then put in the PIN number there, 46572. Then tap the screen. And that will register you for tonight's quiz. So it looks like we've lost about 20 people, I think, so far. Just over 160. So I think we did get up to 180. And that was always likely we're going to lose some. So I think we've done well to get so many who stuck with it and stood by us. So thanks for doing that. Apologies once again for the issues. Bit of a technical nightmare earlier, and that led to me then altering something on the laptop, which meant that we were back to a previous quiz. In fact, last week's quiz, which I'll remind you about. A thrilling end to that. Boca Juniors stealing victory from Traff 32 right at the death. And Traff 32 blowing a 57-point lead at one point, failed to answer any of the last 4 questions correctly, and allowing Boca Seniors to steal in and claim a sensational last gasp victory. So just around a minute to go until kickoff. So thanks very much once again for your patience tonight. Seems though we've only lost a small amount of people in comparison, so that's pleasing to see. I'm sure that other people have got different things on, like TV programs to watch, so understandable that they couldn't stick with us. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get through the quiz tonight. So we will get underway. It is 1:45. If you just joined us, remember to tap the screen after you've put in your PIN number 46572, and that will see you register for tonight's quiz. 170 we've reached now, so just about 10 down on the, in fact it's going up all the time, so 173. So we will get underway in just a moment. In fact, those people can join us as we're going into the start. So remember to tap the screen after you put in the pin number 46572. So let's take a quick look. We have Emma Tooley, the first to log in. Fishy hanging in there. Won't go through everybody. We've got Westbar Spyrite, two-time former winner. Bucko 44 has been messaging tonight. Zeus, another one who's done well in the past. In fact, the very first winner that we've had. The Edges again. Punkin Donuts. Benno Spire. Jay Wheeler, who was a winner of the one that had to be called off, abandoned halfway through when we had problems with the internet the other week. Seems a familiar story. Dunk Fletcher 89, a regular, but I won't keep everybody waiting. We've waited long enough, so let's get underway. So which of these former Spyrites managers handed out the most first-team debuts to players? Was it Martin Allen, Jack Lester, Gary Caldwell or Danny Wilson? Remember, the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. If you press before the timer started, then you need to press again because you can't go before it actually starts. We have 40 seconds. So press as quickly as you can. And we have 15 seconds left. Five seconds remain. And the answer is Gary Caldwell. 24 debuts he handed out. Martin Allen 21, Danny Wilson 18, and Jack Lester 13. So how many people put Gary Caldwell C? Well, only just the most popular answer, 66, 4 ahead of Martin Allen. So the early leaderboard after the first question, Alice and Jens. Traff 32 getting off to a good start, keen to make up for the disappointment last week. No sign yet of our reigning champion, whether he's in there. Not sure, or could be under a different name, who knows. Let's have a look at the second question. Which of these players' middle name is Ashley? Is it Lawrence Maguire, Will Evans, Curtis Weston or Tom Denton? So we're looking for a player there whose middle name is Ashley. So at least 3 Ashleys at the club. So of course we have our company secretary, Ashley Carson. And me, that's my middle name as well, Ashley. So Tom Denton, Will Evans, Lawrence Maguire or Curtis Weston to answer for that one. And the answer is Tom Denton. So the others, Lawrence Henry Maguire, William George Evans, Curtis James Weston. So how many people put Tom Denton? Only 30. 61 going for Lawrence Maguire, 54 for Will Evans. So that could have made a real difference to the leaderboard. We have a new leader, Ches T, and then Jay Wheeler, winner of the abandoned quiz the other week, is second place, and Robbie Weir superfan. And we have in 7th place the real Ooh Walla Walla. So Dave Waller is with us and in 7th place. Great start to his quizzing career. On we go. So pictured at a former players meeting, how many combined league appearances as Chesterfield players did these men make in total? 1725, 1825, 1925 or 2025? So quickly tot up how many appearances all those gentlemen made in total for Chesterfield. 1725, 1825, 1925 or 2025. Remember, as quick as you can to answer, then you stand to gain as many points as possible. Well, Dave Waller should have a head start, seeing as he's in the photo. So he should know at least one of the totals, but does he know the rest? And the answer, 1,825. We've got a list there of all the appearances. Dave Waller, 119. I won't read them all out, but how many got that right? So the second most popular answer, 1925 most popular. So how many went for that? Jay Wheeler goes to the top. Robbie Weir superfan is level but just behind on time. Rick 96B. Real Waller the real Waller is moving up a place to 6. So great start, Dave. So which of these players had the best scoring record for Chesterfield in terms of goals per Football League games? Dave Waller, Steve Norris, Jack Lester or Kevin Randall? But once again, Dave Waller featuring in the question. I think I might have to put a rule in place here for future quizzes about people competing who actually feature in the questions. So we're looking for the best goal ratio for Chesterfield. Dave Waller, Steve Norris, Jack Lester or Kevin Randall. 10 seconds left. And the answer is Dave Waller. A goal every 2.245 appearances, just ahead of Norris, then Lester and then Randall. So how many put Dave Waller? 39. So Steve Norris and Jack Lester both getting more votes there. So that could have made a difference at the top. Jay Wheeler still there, 4 points ahead, but look at him go. The real Waller in second place. So he answered himself. He was that confident that he was ahead in the goal ratio stakes, but Traff, 32. Last week's runner-up, the one who led for so long, now in third place. So this is going to be interesting. On we go. Who was the first substitute to be used by Chesterfield in the 2019-20 season? Was it Charlie Wakefield, Robbie Weir, Sam Wedgbury or Jack Mackay? So the first sub used by the Sparrites in the 2019-20 season, either Charlie Wakefield, Robbie Weir, Sam Wedgbury or Jack Mackay. So 5 seconds left. Answer Charlie Wakefield, an 86-minute sub for Robbie Weir against Dover Athletic. So how many people put Charlie Wakefield? 33. In fact, the least most popular answer. So is Jay Wheeler still at the top? No, Robbie Weir, superfan, edges ahead by a point from Jay Wheeler. Then Rick 96B, the real Waller is on 100. And the Cots, Speedy, Traff 32, Gilby, Kurt CFC and TC. That's the top 10. On we go. Tommy Lee is pictured here conceding for the first time at Saltergate, but who was the scorer? Was it David Dowson, Jack Lester, Adam Rooney or Derek Niven? So that was the first goal conceded by the legendary Tommy Lee at Saltergate. Or was it David Dowson, Jack Lester, Adam Rooney or Derek Niven? And the answer, Adam Rooney. It was against Macclesfield. 124 going for that one. Jay Wheeler, 7 points clear ahead of the real Ooh Walla Walla. So Dave doing well in his Dave Waller themed quiz. Second place, just 7 points behind the leader. We move on. So which of these Sparrites has appeared for Barrow? Is it Joseph Yarney, Liam Mandeville, Jack Mackay or Hayden Hollis? So we're looking for a Sparrite who appeared for Barrow, Joseph Yarney, Liam Mandeville, Jack Mackay or Hayden Hollis. And it was Hayden Hollis, 3 games and 1 goal on them from Notts County in 2011. So 39. The second least popular answer. So let's take a look at the leader. Kurt CFC is at the top, just ahead on time from the Cots, and then Traff 32, last week's runner-up, just a point off the leadership. Former winner Jay Wheeler, 130. And the real Ooh Walla Walla in the top 6. So which player who went on to be a full international for Australia made his first ever Football League appearance on loan from Derby County for Chesterfield at Tranmere Rovers in March 2007? Was it Nicky Rizzo, Charlie Daniels, James Meredith or Graham Owens? So on loan from Derby, played for Chesterfield at Tranmere in March 2007. Either Nicky Rizzo, Charlie Daniels, James Meredith or Graham Owens. "15 seconds left. And the answer, James Meredith, played 2 full internationals. How many people put C, James Meredith? 52. Nicky Rizzo, the most popular answer. Kurt CFC still at the top, ahead of Jay Wheeler, and then Cooks. The Cots then Traff 32. And the real Ooh Walla Walla dropping down to 9th place. So what happened next? Look at the photo. Steve Payne took his shirt off and was booked. Having scored from a penalty, the ref ordered a retake that was missed by Steve Payne. Having scored from a penalty, the ref ordered a retake that was scored again by Steve Payne. Or Chris Brandon joined in the celebration and ended up falling into the cop. So some lengthy possible answers there. And the answer is C. So how many people put C? 63. 70 going for the Chris Brandon going into the cop. So how has that changed things? Kurt CFC 167. And Jay Wheeler 156, and Cooks in 3rd place. Just getting a message that there's a problem with the internet. It's okay at my end. I'm not sure that it's not showing that it's dropped out. Hopefully you'll still. Well, let's see the next question if nobody's answering. Which former Sparrite made his career debut as a sub for Georgia Kincladze in 1997, with his last league appearance being for Stockport County in 2010? Is it Jerry Craney, Paul Burton, Kevin Cooper or Barry Conlon? So answers coming in, so hopefully that was just a slight delay and that things are okay. Okay, so Barry Conlon, the answer, debuting a 6-0 win for Manchester City against Swindon Town. I was just speaking to Phil there. Apparently he's having, well, seeing that it's gone offline over there, so don't know whether other people are affected by that, but 168 answers coming in. So let's have a look at, see how many people put D. Most popular answer, 57. So let's take a look. Kurt CFC still at the top from Jay Wheeler, and then Whiffen 14, followed by Speedy and Cooks. So on we go. Keep your fingers crossed. 3 of these former Sparrites played out their entire Chesterfield FC first team careers against Oldham Athletic. Which is the odd one out? Ola Soderberg, Ruben Wiggins Thomas, Michael Standing, or Sam Lancaster? So which of those is the odd one out? Played against Oldham Athletic. Ola Soderberg, Ruben Wiggins Thomas, Michael Standing, or Sam Lancaster? Seems like the stream did drop out briefly, but it seems to be back on, judging by the answers. So Ola Soderberg, the hurdling Swede, conceded 5 at Oldham plus 8 more in his 3 other Sparrings appearances. Played for AFC Eskilstuna in Sweden last season, who were relegated. So how many people put A? Most popular answer, 57. So is Kurt CFC still at the top? Yes, Kurt CFC, decent lead over Jay Wheeler, and then Whiffen 14. And seem to have lost Walla Walla. Dropped further down, in fact 27th place now. On we go. In which year was this unusual team photograph taken? Was it 2004, 2005, 2006, or 2007? So we're looking for the year that photograph, with all sorts of different shirts being worn by players and management. What year was it? Was it 2004, 2005, 2006, or 2007? So fingers crossed we make it through to the end. Yeah, just make sure that you've got your stream right to the end so that you're not lagging behind. And the answer, 2006. It was a Shirt for Africa appeal. So narrowly the most popular answer, just by 1 though from 2005. Can see how that happened. So Kurt CFC was the leader. I think leadership that can't be overhauled at the moment. Still ahead, but Jay Wheeler is second place there, 205. Whiffen in third place. Till Foley doing well in 6th place. Don't think that's Phil in disguise, seeing as he set the questions. We have Zeus on the front page as well, the winner of the very first quiz. So it was Chesterfield's last outfield ever present in a league season, having started all 46 games in a campaign. Was it Jay O'Shea, Tendai Derikwa, Danny Whitaker, or Paul Hall? So the last outfield ever present in a league season started all 46 games. And it was either Jay O'Shea, Tendai Derikwa, Danny Whitaker, or Paul Hall. And the answer is Tendai Dirikwa. So, how many people put Tendai? Most popular answer, 61, ahead of Danny Whitaker. Leadership is still held by Kurt CFC, but hot on the heels is former winner Jay Wheeler. So 19 points separate the top two. Then Whiffen further back on 199. On we go. So which of Liverpool's 2019 European Champions League final winning squad played a competitive game at the Pro Act in September 2012? Was it James Milner, Daniel Sturridge, Adam Lallana or Jordan Henderson? So one of those European Champions League final winners for Liverpool played at the Pro Act in September 2012. Which one was it? Milner, Sturridge, Lallana or Henderson? And the answer is Jordan Henderson. Played a qualifier for the England under-21s against Norway under-21s. England won 1-0 thanks to a Connor Wickham goal. Remember that game? So how many people put D, Jordan Henderson? Most popular answer was 67. Kurt CFC still at the top and decent lead as well by 46 points from Jay Wheeler, and then Owen in third place. Zeus, the winner of the very first one, moving up to 6th place. And the real Walla Walla comes back onto the first page. So Martin O'Neill pictured here in his only appearance in Chesterfield colours, playing in a reserve game against Nottingham Forest, but in which year? Was it 82, 84, 86 or 88? So that's Martin O'Neill, European Cup winner with Nottingham Forest. Made an appearance for the Spireites reserves, shown there. But which year was it? Was it 82, 84, 86 or 88? (1986). He was trying to get fit for the 86 World Cup, and his pal Jerry Armstrong was at Chesterfield. His attempt lasted just 8 minutes, so he didn't play seriously again. Chesterfield won 1-0 thanks to a Paul Batty penalty. So how many people put C? Well, I caught quite a few out. Most going for, the majority going for 84. Then 82, a popular answer, but 86 it was. So, leaderboard time. Kurt CFC is still the leader, followed by Jay Wheeler, and then Whiffen, 14. Zeus in hot pursuit in 4th place. Normally I would go through or go further down the leaderboard, but with the issues we're having tonight, we'll just save that till the end. Which former Spireite scored the last goal in League Two on Tuesday, March 10th, 2020, before football was suspended? Was it Ricky German for Crawley Town, Joshua Coyote for Carlisle United, Lee Novak for Bradford City, or Charlie Raglan for Cheltenham Town? So one of those former Spirites scoring the last goal in League Two before football was suspended. It was either Ricky German, Joshua Coyote, Lee Novak or Charlie Raglan. Ten seconds left. And the answer, Joshua Coyote. That was for Carlisle in a 2-0 win over Newport County before football was suspended. So how many people put B? Only 15, so that could have had an impact. Kurt CFC still at the top. Jay Wheeler second, Whiffen 13, and Zeus in fourth. Hanging in there in 5th place. And then Owen 6, Cooks, Carla, Speedy, and Ben Smith. That's the top 10. On we go. The first ever game at the B2Net Stadium in July 2010 saw Derby County triumph 5-4 in a pre-season friendly watched by a crowd of just over 7,500. Who took the honour of scoring the first goal at the new stadium? Was it Craig Davis, Chris Commons, Simon Ford, or John Brayford? So the first goal scorer at the then B2Net Stadium. We'll have a new name this week. More on that later. But was it Craig Davis who got the first goal? Was it Chris Commons, Simon Ford, or John Brayford? And the answer is Craig Davis. With 78, the most popular answer. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And Kurt CFC, a sizable lead there. I made that 60 points over Zeus. Winner of the very first one we did. Got up to 2nd place, edging out Jay Wheeler. Hanging in there is very much hanging in there in 4th place. Let's move on. So Gregor Robertson is shown on the ball for Chesterfield, but where? Was it Morecambe, Darlington, Bournemouth, or Rotherham? So we're looking for the venue shown there where Gregor Robertson was playing. For Chesterfield, either Morecambe, Darlington, Bournemouth, or Rotherham. Five seconds left. And the answer is Darlington, then known as the Reynolds Arena, a 0-0 draw in 2007. So how many got that right? Very mixed answers there. 47 going for the right one. So how's that changed things? Kurt CFC still the one to beat, but his lead has been cut a little. Zeus in hot pursuit. Jay Wheeler in 3rd place. On we go. So the son of which England manager has appeared in the Football League for Chesterfield? Joe Mercer, Peter Taylor, Sam Allardyce, or Graham Taylor? So the penultimate question. Joe Mercer, Peter Taylor, Sam Allardyce, or Graham Taylor. One of their sons appeared in the Football League for Chesterfield. And which one was it? Was it the son of Joe Mercer, of Peter Taylor, of Sam Allardyce, or of Graham Taylor? Time running out. And the answer, Sam Allardyce. His son Craig, an 89th minute sub for Chesterfield and a 1-1 draw at Wycombe in April '98. His only appearance as a Spyrite. 48 getting that right, but Joe Mercer's son, the most popular answer. Also, one's going for Peter Taylor's son and the son of Graham Taylor. So does that change things at the top? Kurt CFC, well, an unassailable lead. So we're not going to have a dramatic finish like we did last week. So it will be the champion, but we're playing out for the 2nd and 3rd place. Zeus in 2nd, Jay Wheeler in 3rd, hanging in there, still in contention. Also Speedy, Samba Skills as well. So all in contention for the top 3. I think perhaps Newton Sparites as well, Carefree. So let's go on to the final question. So which of these former Chesterfield assistant managers appeared in the most games in the Football League? Was it Alan Nill, Scott Sellers, Glyn Snoddin or Tommy Wright. So one of those assistant managers for the Sparrites, appearing in the most games in the Football League, either Alan Knill, Scott Sellers, Glyn Snoddin or Tommy Wright. Ten seconds left. The answer, Alan Knill. So 564 appearances, just behind Scott Sellers with 545, Snoddin with 532, and Wright 455. So, hey, Alan Knill, how many people got that right? Second most popular answer, most going for Glyn Snoddin. So let's have our final look at the leaderboard. At least we've made it to the end. Much relief to see that we've got to the end. So we're going to take a look at third place. Third place, we have Zeus, 272. Tonight's runner-up, Samba Skills, breaking into the top 3 at the death. And then the winner, of course, is Kurt CFC. So well done to Kurt CFC. Don't forget to take a screenshot or photo of your keypad, because you will be able to choose an item from the Club Superstore once that reopens. Also, you're going to a draw for hospitality for a match day, 2 adults, 2 children, when play resumes. So do send that to us at the media @ club address. Let's take a look further down the leaderboard. Jay Wheeler was the leader at one point, finishing in 4th, hanging in there. Certainly did hang in there to finish 5th. Speedy, Whiffen 14, Newton Sparrites, True Blue Service Crew, and Carefree. That's the top 10. We go further down. Or do you see your name there? Don't forget you can take a look on the YouTube video later just to see where you are if you don't manage to catch yourself. Kevin Wagger, regular competitor. And further down we go. Looking out for the real Walla Walla, who was doing well at one point. Seemed to have faded at the end, might have been taken off, in fact, with about 10 minutes to go by the look of it. And still we go further down. Some familiar names there. Mr. Mercury, No Penbo, No Party. I know there's a regular competitor. Lee, who did well when we started the quiz. Mid-table now. Bucko, 44. Good evening to you. Oh, there he is at the bottom of the pile there. 59th, the real Ooh Walla Walla. So he was doing well at one point, but fading badly. Till Fooley, Flip Flop, No Fondop. Still we go down. Edgers, good evening to you. And we'll escape through those towards the bottom. Apologies once again for the issues we had at the start. Real problems with the internet. We had to start again, and in doing that we experienced another issue when I was trying to change the settings to adjust the stream, and then created another problem. So many apologies, it was a bit of a mare early on. Westbar Spyrite, 2-time winner, but not doing so well tonight. Don't know if there were problems with connection. I can see that there might have been an issue with 1 or 2 people. We had to start the stream again, so I think we might have lost 1 or 2 who'd already signed in, and of course they would have struggled perhaps to get back in. So we did have, well, shows you there 187 had signed in, but real problem. So congratulations once again to Kurt CFC. Before we wrap up, let's just remind you about a couple of more quizzes. Well, 3 in fact, because we have Chester's quiz for kids on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We have the Fun Family quiz at 5 p.m. on Sunday. And then also before then, we're going to launch the new stadium name. That's going to be at Friday at 7 p.m. here on our YouTube channel. We'll have a special quiz for that, a linked quiz as I call it, and there is an opportunity to win an iPad. We have one left over from some competition that we ran earlier in the season. That was donated to us, so we thought we'd hang on to that until we had a good reason to give that out in a competition, and we think that is a great competition to give it out in. Of course, has been known as the Proact Stadium for a number of years, but it'll have a new name from Friday, so do join us live on YouTube on Friday night to find out all. So before we go, just like to apologise once again for the issues that we experienced. Thanks very much for everybody for hanging in there. Relieved that we managed to get right through the quiz. Was looking very iffy at one point, so much relief that we managed to get to the end of the quiz and have a winner. So well done to Kurt CFC. Good effort as well from Samba Skills and Zeus. Don't forget, Kurt CFC, to send us evidence of your win. Take a photo of your keypad tonight, which will show you your name on there to prove that you're the winner. Then email that to us. But do join us on Friday for that chance to win an iPad. That's from 7 p.m. We'll have the announcement, and then immediately following that we'll have a 15-question quiz, and that could be about literally anything. It will be linked, so each answer will follow on to the next question. So thanks once again for your patience tonight. It has been a testing evening with the internet really letting us down early on, but we got there in the end. So hopefully you can join us next time, but until then, please do stay safe and take care.